welcome to the Decoys of Destruction podcast. Well, this is brought to you by the guys that used to run the Guys Night Cast podcast, but that's dead and buried. Cory, kick us off.
Well, thanks, RJ. As you are aware, we've been gone for a very long time. It's been since 2021 since we've done one of these, and we're reinventing our platform. We're going to kick it into high gear. Viewer discretion is advised, just as always, so if you got little ones running around, please put those headphones in. Don't want to teach your kids any naughty, naughty words now, right, RJ?
Goddamn fucking right. So, Cory, what have you been up to?
Well, in our absence, our 3 to 4 year absence, I have moved.
Oh?
I am no longer in our hometown. I have moved out to the mighty QC area, and I'm having a blast. What about you, RJ? What are you up to these days?
Well, I'm still in the same shithole of a town. Well, working my ass off and trying to better my life and everybody's lives around me. I feel bad I haven't gotten out to see you as much as I've wanted to. But hey, it's as good a time as ever. So let's get this going with just some funny facts.
Some funny facts, okay. Funny fact, did you know here in the QC that most of the streetlights in the area that I live in are purple?
Well, that's fucked.
I mean, it has a cool vibe to it, but at the same time, when you're first coming here, it's a little disorienting.
Yeah, that first time I came out to see you, that fucked me up for days. Also, a good fun fact. For those of you that don't know, QC is the Quad Cities. Also, a fun fact, did you know in your hometown, now this is the weird one, ever since you've left, the community uprise has gone up 52%.
I see how it is. They start getting better without me, huh?
Now you'll have that on the big jobs.
All right, let's move along and let's get into some booze recipes. RJ, kick us off with your number one alcohol recipe. What do you got for the viewers? What do you think they should try?
You know, honestly, I'm going to go to my aunt for this one. She introduced me to this. You guys remember the Green River soda? Green River soda and Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol.
I've never tried that mix. What's it like? What should the viewers expect?
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. It's almost like just a green fizz of just straight Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol plus that green soda taste. I mean, I can't beat it.
You heard it here, folks.
What about you, Cory?
Well, let's see. I have a little bit of a binder because I've been working on a few recipes.
He's got a whole book.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's start off the list nice and crazy like. Number one on my list would be if you're looking to party, look no further than my drink, the Party Hardy. It's a fourth of a glass of Cherry McGillicuddy's, a fourth of a glass of Pink Whitney, a fourth of a glass of lemonade, and a fourth of a glass of Watermelon Cherry Ghost energy drink.
Well, you sure do love your fractions.
Listen, it's all about mixing and balancing, and that is the fastest way to get your ass to a hangover.
Now, what would somebody mix this in, a shot glass or a regular glass?
Now, normally you could mix it in a shot glass, but a shot isn't strong enough for it. Even though there is Pink Whitney in there, I would highly advise making a regular glass of it. Just your standard drinking glass. You don't have to go crazy. Unless you're at a party and you're trying to go all out, get the biggest glass you can find then.
Get the pitcher.
What about you? Rattle us off another one, would you?
All right, I can thank TikTok for this one, but it has become my utmost favorite at parties because people get so disgusted by it. It is half a shot. Well, actually, it's in a double shot glass. 1 shot of Busch Light plus 1 shot of Captain Morgan. Tastes just like chocolate milk, and I can have Cory testify here.
It is, in fact, just like chocolate milk. When he told me about it, I would have had the same reaction you would have had on the other end of this amazing podcast going, what the hell are you talking about, RJ? You must be crazy. And then I took a shot. And then I took another one. And then I took another one because I was in disbelief that something like those two could make chocolate milk. Absolutely unbelievable.
It's an amazing thing. Cory, what you got next?
Let's see if I dig into my binder here real fast. We're going to go just find any old recipe that works. Hey, it's one of our absolute all-time favorite shots here. The buttery nipple.
Oh, God.
RJ, you want to tell us about where the buttery nipple came from and where it's going?
So, buttery nipple isn't actually a new thing. However, I took Cory out on his 21st birthday, and the bartender introduced him to it, and then all of a sudden he had about 13 more.
13? I remember somewhere along the lines of 17.
He had, well, that was also, that was a lot more shots. But it's basically half a drink of butterscotch liqueur. We use butterscotch Dr. McGillicuddy's. And then a half a drink of Bailey's. You can do a shot glass, double shot glass, or regular glass. If you do a regular glass, you're going to get fucked up.
Oh, absolutely. For those of you who don't know, this drink is like drinking any of your favorite childhood candies that is now so potent it will send you to Hangover City and have you upside down in your bathtub. I speak from experience.
Goddamn right.
Alrighty. Since I technically gave you that one, I'll give him one more. This one is a drink that you should celebrate on the 4th of July. Since we're rounding the year off, we've rounded 2023 off, and we're moving into 2024. The 4th of July is going to be coming up fast on us. And that one is the American Liberty. It's a third of a can of Twisted Tea Rocket Pop, a third of a bottle of red, white, and blue Smirnoff, a third of a can of Liberty Brew or Summer Freeze Mountain Dew. Mix in that order and serve cold and listen to the bald eagles screech in the background. Have a wonderful 4th of July with that one.
Oh, man. That sounds like an amazing time.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
What? I got one that I came up with at your house, actually.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
You're not talking about that drink.
Oh, I am. This is called the Mountain Raz Twist Hitties. This is one tall glass. You want 2 parts of Mountain Dew Spark, 1 part raspberry twisted tea, and mix well. Serve it cold and enjoy.
And if you're really interested in making that just a little more, you can add raspberry vodka to it. I found that out. That is a great party drink. It is super easy to make, super easy to mix up, and I promise you, it is absolutely an insane creation that we thought of. Can't believe all of us that all those years ago thought about that.
You know, I surprisingly have one more that you have never heard before.
No.
And I just remembered that I have this. And I know we said we'd stop at 3, but this one has to be put out there. I call it the Sith Lord.
Ooh.
All my Star Wars fans out there appreciate that. It's strawberry vodka.
Okay.
Mixed in with 1 shot of Jameson.
Oh, that's a terrible decision for me.
Right. And then 1 shot of Jack Daniel's honey.
That actually doesn't sound like it'd be all that bad.
It looks almost like it looks literally like the red lightsaber, blue red. Ooh. Not blue, but like a glowing red.
Yeah.
And that goes good on them cold winter nights and them warm summer days.
That's a drink for all year round, I suppose. Now, if we move along here, we're going to go ahead and get into our insights.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but 2023 fucked us all up.
Oh, absolutely. It was a year of chaos. We all thought 2020 was bad. 2023 may not have been on the scale kind of bad, but it was definitely a year to remember for all of the craziness.
You know, I'm just going to say this, you know, with COVID and everything that happened 2022, 2021, 2022, 2023 wasn't as bad.
Oh, absolutely.
But at the same time, we took a turn towards a direction that we never thought we would get in. As a country, as people, as just simple communities. I feel like there is way more we can do to better our communities and better our country.
Oh, absolutely. The amount of division in this country is absolutely crazy. Neither of us are going full depth into politics here, but we need, as a people, as a country, to come back together, get back to those good old-fashioned roots of community. Whatever happened to helping out a neighbor?
Right.
I used to shovel people's driveways for free, and nowadays people expect me to demand some kind of money, or they're thinking I'm crazy.
You know, it almost reminds me of when I was a kid. Somebody knocks on your door as a kid. Hey, go see who's at the door. Let them in. Enjoy the time. Somebody knocks on my door now, I'm racking a shotgun. Okay? Especially if I don't get a text first. Cory.
I have a bad habit of showing up unannounced to his house. And it's quite fun. It's the best way to make all sorts of new connections and friends out there. Just show up to randomly, and all you got to hear is just a little... And next thing you know, we're outside having a couple beers, having a great time.
That's correct. But, I mean, as a community, I feel like there's more outreach we can do. Like I said, he lives in a bigger town now.
It's a city now.
Right.
It's a full change. 44,000 people compared to our hometown's meager. I think the last time I saw it was 20,000.
If that.
If that.
But I mean, I just feel like there's more stuff we can do as a community. But here's the other thing, too. Ever since COVID and everything, they shut down all the parks.
Yep.
They pretty much I mean, there's a town that's next to my hometown. It's Naplate. They literally took down all their playground equipment.
Nobody wants to go outside anymore.
Ottawa, my hometown, no, you never see anybody at a park. You never see anybody throwing a baseball anymore. It sucks, you know, and it just amazes me. Like, I was born in 2021. Granted, I'm not that old. And
you were born in 2021?
That's correct. Or 2001. I'm sorry. It's a fucking day.
It happens.
I've been driving all day. Leave me alone. Anyways, but it's so weird to me how we, like, grew up in this era of change, because so much has changed the past couple of years. But granted, I feel like that's it for everybody. Is like, even, okay, for example, I have kid cousins.
As do I.
Right. Most people do.
I would hope so.
And I watched him pull out a cell phone the other day.
Well, back when I was,
he's like 7.
Back when I was 7, I didn't even have a cell phone.
I didn't get my first cell phone until I was fucking 14. And you want to know what it was? An iPhone 3GS.
Bro, my first phone was a flip phone.
I just bought an iPhone 15. You want to know what I had as a kid? I had the goddamn bug. I had the ladybug. You know what that called? Home or 911. That's it.
Couldn't text friends. I had to sit there and text all my friends with their brand new little smartphones that were introduced, and I'm over here 777-333-111 or whatever. And that's just the way we used to text back in the day. And now we've got 7-year-olds running around with little pocket computers. And I don't know how
did you just spell? 777, that's R. 333, that's F. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just using numbers.
You know, my favorite word was 22-666-666-22. Everybody can figure that out on their own. Anywho, but, you know, I just feel like as a community, we need to start helping each other a lot more and just trying to build back better.
Oh, absolutely. We need to build our communities back the way not so much the way they used to be, but a better version of that. Something where people can go outside and have a great day. It's been a long time.
You know, and when's the last time you've heard of a community outreach program or community park days or community pool days? You know, it upsets me, you know, especially being in a smaller town, that there's not more community development.
Oh, absolutely. But we're going to go ahead and move on from that. We're going to get into tattoos, if you believe it or not.
Well, I believe I got to start this out with a sponsorship message.
A sponsorship message. Now, we're not sponsored by anybody just yet, but it'd be kind of cool if we were.
I'm going to give a shout out to Starved Rock Tattoo Company of Utica, Illinois. They are one of the best tattoo companies in the state, in the area. Go check them out. Go talk to Paul, Bree, Paula, Morgan, or Shayna, and you will get your tattoo needs filled. Or piercings. They do all the above. They're great people and great family.
It has been a long time since I've actually gotten a tattoo. The only tattoo I'm rocking right now is a 1960s Ford V8 logo on my right shoulder.
We got to change that.
We got to get some more. I've been coming up with ideas left and right. I want to get something done for my grandpa. He's not dead, but bless his soul, he's a great man. Love him to death. He is a great dude. My grandma, unfortunately, she did end up passing away in 2022. She did not make it to see everything that I've been able to do and everything that we've all been trying to do in her honor. So I will be getting a memorial piece for her at some point as well.
That's right. And I'm working on tattoo number 33 right now. That's fucked.
Man, I gotta catch up. My body is there's not enough ink here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'll have that on the big dub. But we'll work on it.
But yeah, let's. So we've talked about a little bit about tattoo ideas. What is your favorite tattoo story?
Oh man, my favorite tattoo story was, I'm going to say, the intro to tattoos. I walked into a tattoo shop, and Paul, who does all of my tattoos, he's a great guy. He runs Starved Rock Tattoo Company. And I said, hey, both my parents passed away. I said, hey, I would love a tattoo memorializing my mom and my dad. Now, my mom loved to knit. So he did a knitting tattoo on my left arm in the shape of a heart with her birth date, her death date, and her name. And on my right shoulder, I did my dad's tattoo, which was an antler and a fish hook in the shape of a heart, and then his birth date, death date, and name. But it was just like, I was so nervous and scared at first. And then it turned out to be a blast. And that was my all-time favorite tattoo.
That's a good story, man. Again, that is Paul from Starved Rock Tattoo Company right there. Doing an excellent job. Let's see.
What about you? How was your first tattoo?
I will admit I was a little nervous going into it. I've heard some horror stories about getting tattoos. I've also heard some horror stories about artists. But the place I went to, I don't know if they're still open anymore. But they actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, well, how about this? We're talking about tattoo stories and everything else. Why don't we just dive into stories?
Oh, absolutely. Let's get some story time going.
But, I could sit here and chit-chat all day long about stuff that Cory's done. But I think one of our favorite moments was when I chopped off your exhaust in my driveway.
Yeah, that is true. On my, I run Bo's Garage TikTok and YouTube page.
Oh, we don't want to start on TikToks. My TikToks are me shirtless, drunk in my basement telling stories.
Hey, but that is, what is your TikTok again?
Oh, well, my Snapchat is Biscuits111. But my TikTok is Biscuits111.
There you go.
So you can find me on all channels. Biscuits111, usually I'll pop up.
There you go. But like he was saying, I came over to his house. I'd done some modifications to my Mustang.
It's too quiet.
I really wanted it to be much louder. I wanted something that sent a message as I drove around. Had a little V6 supercharged Mustang. Needed to send a message. So this man grabs a Sawzall, and eventually we ended up making him a little nicer than just a Sawzall. But it took us a minute. But once we got that going, we had a little fun with it.
I left the catalytic converter.
Cat was still on it, but it sounded pretty good. You can check out that actual video on my YouTube page.
That's right.
So let's see, another story time thing. I think another good story that we had was me and you working on what was that old car you used to have? That
oh my god,
that old Nova,
the Chevy Nova, 1978 4-door Chevy Nova, and that thing was a rust bucket. Actually, it was pretty clean.
It was a clean car.
But it sat in a garage for 25 years. And then all of a sudden one day, I'm like, let's get it out. So I hooked my four-wheeler up to it and pulled it out.
Pulled it all the way around the block to the back and pushed it in. And it was actually really amazing.
Yeah, no, that thing needed a lot of work.
I mean, did we ever get it running? I think we did.
Nope.
No?
I sold it before that.
Oh,
I was sick of seeing it in my garage.
Yeah, at that time I was still experimenting around, learning from Junkyard Digs on YouTube.
Yeah, Cory's not mechanically inclined.
I am very mechanically inclined. I've owned 8 classic cars, 1 modern car. I think I can attest to that.
You know how this motherfucker told me to fucking tear off my porch? Put a half stick of dynamite underneath there and see what happens.
That wasn't me. You called me up and said, hey, do you want to help me remove my porch? And I showed up ready to work, and he threw a dynamite stick underneath there, and everyone in the neighborhood showed up going, what the hell was that?
I told him the chainsaw backfired. That was a day.
One hell of a backfire.
Yeah, no, that was fucked. And I never want to experience that again. And, I just thank God friends were there.
There's a story that I was thinking of that I definitely know that if our listeners and eventually viewers will be interested in.
Oh, God.
There was a time back in RJ's heyday where he was a tad bit drunk, and by a tad I mean well and overly lubricated over there.
Me? Never.
Right. But RJ decided that listening to a bunch of, 19, 20-year-olds chanting "no balls" as he climbed a grain silo.
Jesus Christ. Now, wait, hang on. Tequila was involved to get off me. Okay? When fucking 30 fucking hot-ass women are yelling at you to do something and then somebody yells "no balls," you fucking do it. Go ahead. God damn it.
But yes, RJ indeed decided, let's climb this grain silo and actually do what I was supposed to do. He climbed up there, halfway up there, everyone's yelling at him, no, don't do it. But he's at this point absolutely determined to set a record.
They said no balls.
Again, no balls means...
You're fucking doing it.
Oh, yeah. So RJ climbs up to this grain silo and takes a fucking swan dive into the roof of his car. His 98 Chevy Metro.
And the good thing was I was able, because the car was so small, I was able to just kick the roof back up. And it looked normal.
It still does. And now it even has a goose head of its own on there.
Orange duct tape for pinstriping.
Absolutely. Orange spray painted wheel covers, too.
Oh, yeah. That's also on Cory's YouTube channel.
No, it's not. The Metro is. Yes, the Metro.
Full defense.
Yep. He's also on my TikTok a whole lot more. But yes, it is incredible that we have some of these stories about each other.
But yeah, they all yelled no balls, and all these women are like, you won't do it. And
he did it.
I was determined. I climbed this fucking thing. Now, granted, thank God, it was not a big grain silo.
Otherwise, there have been some broken bones and a probable concussion.
It wasn't a tall one. It was more of a fat one. I want to say it was 22 feet.
That's still a decent fall.
And I did a Jeff Hardy Swanton bomb onto the roof of my car. And I over-rotated, so my fucking ass was hurting the next 3 months.
But hey, it's a cool story nonetheless. It is an absolute godsend of a story.
Yeah, I was very intoxicated.
Maybe we'll have to recreate that sometime.
No. I'm way too fat, way too fucking...
You're too old for that now.
Yeah, my bones are already breaking, and that's just from walking.
You're out of your prime nowadays.
I was never in my prime. My prime passed when I was fucking newborn. But, let's share one more story about you.
Oh, God. What, you want to tell them how you fucking shot confetti all over my fucking my first apartment on my birthday, my 21st?
Yeah, no,
I'm not. Threw all of my clothes onto the floor, my mattress upside down against the wall.
Oh, I fucking completely raided your apartment. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. So there's an alcohol called Jameson.
No, we're not doing that one.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
So there's an alcohol called Jameson, and Cory decided one day when he was at my house, and there was a couple people over. He was having a hard week. I cracked open this bottle.
A hard week? Try a hard month.
Now, about an hour later, he said, all right, I think I'm going to head home and everything else. And I'm like, all right, man. I look in my mini fridge, and this bottle has not a drop left in it. And it was a decent-sized bottle. And I went, motherfucker.
I honestly should have used a little bit more recollection, a little more brain power than I was using at the time.
So the next day, I showed up at his apartment at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Like a dick.
And I proceeded to be the loudest motherfucker in Ottawa.
I mean, I wasn't hungover, surprisingly.
Bullshit, you weren't.
I was close, but I wasn't there.
He was damn near found in the bathtub.
No, that was my 21st birthday. I was upside down in that bathtub.
Oh, yeah. How many Jaeger bombs did you do?
I had 1 Jaeger bomb, 17 shots of the buttery nipple, and a multitude of Twisted Teas, a couple Busch Lights, a couple Bud Lights, and a couple Mike's Hard. And then we did an assortment of shots of vodka, whiskey, rum.
I remember they gave him a shot of tequila mixed with triple sec.
No.
And a double shot glass.
No. And to end that night was a Jaeger bomb. So if you want to end upside down in your bathtub, that's the recipe to do it.
Yeah, you'll have that on the big jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. But all right, everybody, I think it's about time we close out this little podcast of ours. RJ, got anything to say to our listeners?
Get off your ass and do something with yourselves.
Listen, we've given you some great alcohol recipes. We've given you some even better stories. If you want to hear more stories and you want some more alcohol recipes, shoot a message to either our email or reach out to RJ on his exact Snapchat that he's given you, Biscuits111.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, everybody, I think this is it for the first episode of the Decoys of Destruction podcast.
Get off your ass, America.
Drink some liquor, have some fun. We'll see you next time.